Welcome to this video. This is Siddharth from Team Chambers of Himanjali Gautam, and today's video will be about Doctrine of Equitable Restitution. This video derives its identity from Section 11 of the Indian Contract Law, which states that for a party to be competent to contract, the party must be of sound mind, the party must not be disqualified from contracting, and the party must be attained the age of majority. Now, if any contract is executed by the virtue of party being a minor, then that contract would be void ab initio, that no contract in the eyes of the law from the very inception only. In the strict legal sense, the doctrine of equitable restitution means that by the virtue of a minor being a party to a contract, fraudulently misrepresents his age and obtains any benefit from the other party, then the minor can be compelled to restore the benefit unless the benefit is very well traceable with the minor. And if the benefit is not traceable with the minor cannot be allowed or cannot be compelled to restore the benefit, because the same would be equitable and the same would amount to enforcing an agreement which is already void, ab initio. Now coming to the landmark judgment. In a landmark case, Leslie versus Shield, the defendant, who was a minor, by fraudulently misrepresenting his age, obtained from the registered money lender an amount of £400. Subsequently, the money lender sued the minor for recovery of the same. The money lender relied on the contentions like quasi-contract and the liability of the minor under the tort, but these contentions were rejected by the court, as the court said that to make the minor liable under the tort or any other provision of the contract law like quasi-contract would amount to itself enforcing a contract which is already void ab initio. Moreover, in this case, the court denied to apply the doctrine of equitable restitution, because in the doctrine of equitable restitution, a minor can be compelled to restore the benefit with the other party which has been obtained unlawfully, but only when such benefit is traceable with the minor. And if such benefit is not traceable with the minor, the same could not be enforced and the same could not be. In another landmark judgment, Mohiri P. versus Dharmodas Ghosh, being a minor, entered into contract with Brahmodat, a money lender, for the loan amount of 20,000 rupees and also mortgage his property, immovable property, with the money lender. Kedarnath, who was the agent of the money lender, advanced some of the money out of 20,000 to the money lender, and after all this was executed, the legal guardian and the mother of the minor sent a legal notice to the Kedarnath, the agent of the money lender, that since there is a contract exercised with the minor and the contract with the minor is void ab initio, the minor is not contractually and legally liable for the money lender. After that, the case was filed to the high courts and the lower courts, and it was declared by both the courts, the lower courts and the high courts of the Calcutta, that since this contract is void ab initio and this contract was executed with the minor cannot be compelled to restore the benefits, and the case was filed by Mohiri Bibi in the Privy Council. Now, Mohiri Bibi asserted the contentions that under the sections of section 64 and 65 of the contract law, which states that if any contract is voidable and void and such contract is rescinded, then the benefit obtained by either of the parties must be restored by the parties to the other party to the contract. But it was held by the court that for the application of the section 64, there must be a voidable contract, and in this case there is a void agreement, and for the application of section 65, there should be a full-fledgedly enforceable contract and not a void contract. Lastly, the Mohiri Bibi, who was the wife of the deceased money lender, relied on the section 41 of the Specifics Relief Act. It is the discretion of the court that the court can allow the compensation to be paid by the paid to the other party if any injustice is done with the other party. But in the very case of Mohiri Bibi versus Damodar Das Ghosh, at the very inception, the Kedarnath was who was an agent of the money lender Brahmodat, parted the money and advanced the money to the minor, and he was also very well aware of the age of the minor, and hence there is no injustice done with the other party, with the money lender. If you like this video, please give this video a thumbs up, share this video, and do not forget to post all your queries and doubts in the comment section below. Also follow the Chambers of Manjari Gautam on all the social media handles given in the description below, and also subscribe to the YouTube channel of Chambers of Manjari Gautam for the daily informative videos on the legal topics like this. Thank you.